stopped tolerating women's bullshit in unison, they will change because they need you just like you need them. They need that attention. They need that validation. Let me tell you something about human beings. We desire companionship. We desire attention. We desire from the opposite sex. We are hardwired to do that. I said that to say that they need you too. If men today said, you know what, we ain't dating, we ain't getting no more attention, we ain't liking these pictures, ain't no more dates, fuck y'all, we did that for a week, these will fall over and die on everything I love. See, you know why they so, I don't need no, fuck these, get that bag, girl, yeah, fuck them, yeah, we don't need y'all. You know why they act like that? Because it's 100 motherfuckers, they got 100 DMs with heart eyes and they take it for granted. Guys let them do what they want to do. That's why they act like that.
Shout out to my girlfriend because she just brought this to my attention. She put me onto the YouTuber. Her name is Peyton Marie Charles, and she talks about vagina envy. Ladies, this is what it looks like. Vagina envy is when men envy the benefits and perks that come with being a woman with a vagina. The interesting thing about this video is the fact that this man is sitting up here making these threats, right? But see, this is the thing. You men lack discipline. We know you're not going to put your penis away. We know you're going to give in to your urges. We know that when it all comes down to it, you have no control over your sexual urges, desires, or fantasies. So because of that, this is wishful thinking. All of what you speak of requires you as a man to be a leader and to have discipline and to have control, which a lot of you men today lack. Also, another thing that I'm like really picking up on is this man. This man right here. I can't speak for all men, but this man right here, he's super insecure. And the men like him that think like him are also highly insecure. You are bothered by the fact that women have options. You are bothered by the fact that women are validated through society based off of how they look, and you cannot stand that. But you guys created the culture because of your lack of discipline. You can be a married man and still cheat. You could be a married man and still be in the DMs of another woman. That's the society that men have created. So it's weird that you guys feel like you have to use these manipulation tactics that involve a power struggle between the masculine and the feminine, when in reality, if you just take the lead within your actions, you would actually gain some type of authoritativeness, but not like this. If you guys would actually take the lead and have self-respect and integrity, you wouldn't have to do this whole manipulation tactic that involves a power struggle. The main reason behind my video and why I created that video is because this man is going after a certain type of woman. That is a choice as a man that he is making. He needs to take full accountability for the type of women that he's into. He's going after women that are very shallow. That's all they care about is social media. That's all they care about is attention. Because I'm listening to him and I'm like, validation, I need attention. I would die without it. He ain't talking about a woman like myself. He's not even talking about a woman like yourself. If you are a woman behind this fake page, he's not. He's talking about a certain type of woman that is a small percentage in society, but that's the type of woman that he go after. And how much you want to bet is all based off of appearance. So he wants to facilitate the behavior, right, as a man. And he wants to try to control women while doing it. I ain't going for that. I'm not. And then you mentioned about how both men and women can cheat. Yes, that is true. But we're not about to sit up here and make it seem like due to misogyny and while living in a patriarchy society, that it's not more acceptable for a man to cheat and a woman to take him back. If a woman was to cheat, a man is not expected to stay with her or take her back. There are so many men, married men, that are out here moving. I meet them like on the daily. Anytime I go out, 9 times out of 10 with this short hair, there's a married man trying to get at me. Now, why is that? You would think culturally, right? Men would have some type of self-respect. They would have some type of respect for themselves, their wives. But no. They so easily and openly disrespect their wives. Also, men can go out here, cheat, have a baby with another woman, and a woman is obligated to take that man back. It's pressured into taking that man back. But do you think a man would? No. So men are mad that women get attention. They create it. They create this culture. They help create this culture when it comes to women not really needing to be emotionally available because they're not emotionally available. I'm always going to hold men to a higher standard because they're men. They're supposed to be leaders. That is how I see them. And so if you don't want me to see them like that, you want me to see them less than, then I wouldn't hold them to such high standards. So I don't understand. Like, men lead, women follow. And women are following the lead of men. So they playing games out here. They're emotionally unavailable. They don't want nothing from these men but money, similar to how men don't want nothing from these women but sex in their body. It's the same thing. So women are out here playing the same game that men have been playing for decades. And now they want to complain? Women have been taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it. I have seen so many women in my family take it and take it and take it. And now that men are actually getting a taste of their medicine, they want to come on here and complain about it and say, oh, we need to stop this and we need to stop that. And it's all to control women, not to take control over their lives and do some type of self-work and maybe go after a different woman. That's too much like doing something that involves all of self and not controlling another person, which men have a hard time with. They love control. Men have an obsession. There are way more women in the world than there are men. And you want to sit here and try to convince me that it's hard for a man to find a good woman in today's society? Do you know how many women I mentor on a daily basis? Do you know how many women out here that are putting in the self-work to better themselves from a genuine place? They're not into social media. They're not into likes. They're not into the shallowness bullshit. And you want to sit up here and tell me that these type of women don't exist? It's because these men feel entitled to women in their appearance. Literally saw a man go viral the other day on TikTok talking about if his wife was to ever get fat, that he would probably leave her. So if me as a woman was to say, if you was to ever go broke, I would leave you. But I'm a gold digger when I say that. But when a man says it, oh, if my wife was to ever get fat, I'm a leave her. That's okay. That's acceptable. So my point in all of this is that men try to complain about what women do while doing exactly what women do. That's my point. And a lot of these women are following what men are doing. So they know that because men have these weight requirements and appearance requirements, now they're asking for money. Now, because they're coming to the realization that a lot of these men just want sex in their body, they don't want to be emotionally available. Now women are just accepting it and they're okay with it. They're going along with it. And now men want to complain about it. They have created this culture. They have created these expectations and things. And so now that women are just meeting that and leaving it at that, now they want to complain. But they need to take some accountability and acknowledge the fact that they are part of the problem. Period. I just think it's insanity. It's a game of insanity when men are shallow, wanting to somehow not attract a shallow woman. But they'll look over the girl. They'll look over the perfect woman. I talk to so many beautiful women that are so grounded, down to earth, spiritual, just amazing women. And they're single. They are single. They are career driven. They're feminine. They're nurturing. A lot of them are empaths. And I come on here and I see the same men complain about the same women. And a lot of good women are single. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, it doesn't. And then they come on here and they complain about the same group of women every single time. They complain about the wounded feminine that they are attracted to because they are a wounded masculine. So I guess you can say my logic is you attract what you are. And it's a hard pill to swallow. I had to swallow it. I think everybody should swallow it. If you don't like the type of man or woman that you are attracting, you need to evaluate something within yourself, something in you is attracting those same type of people. And you need to take a step back and see what it is. Was it how you were raised? Is it how you carry yourself? Is it what you're into? Start evaluating why you keep attracting these people. Is it the environments that you go to? Start figuring it out. But stop coming online complaining about it. Please. Because even when I see women do it, I'm like, well, you attract what you're into. You attract what you are. You attract it. It is what it is. So you got to figure out what it is. Even with me, with attracting players, I know why. I'm putting it on record. The last guy that I was dealing with that's a player, that's my last player that I would ever attract in my life. Because when I met him in the summertime. And I was at a point in my life where I was still trying to figure things out up here. And now that I look back, I'm like, dang, I was still at my turning point about how I was attracting the same guy. I was attracting men that were similar to my father. You know, I'm still going to therapy, still trying to figure it out. And then I finally figured out why. I'm not going to share with the internet. It's not the internet's business. But I figured out why. That's the last player that I will ever attract in my life. So you have to do the work on yourself. But like trying to control other people, I don't get that logic from men at all. Or people in general. Change you instead of trying to control others. Make that make sense, because it doesn't make sense to me.